Good morning, Facebook, Instagram family. Thank you for joining me this morning for another episode of Back to the World, my brother and my sister's keeper. It's a brand new year, ladies and gentlemen, and any music that you may hear in the background, we don't own the rights to. But if you have any comments, questions, anything that you care to share, hit me please in the boxes down below. And you got good morning, Monty. Yes, and we'll go from here. You know, it's a brand new year. It's refreshing. It's a new start. You know, and we're shedding our skin as well. It's been a struggle, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just come clean with you. With everything that we've been doing, it's been an uphill struggle with the business, and you know, even with some people that were in our circle, and you know, it's filled with doubters. And what people fail to realize, that negative energy is just as strong as positive energy. It permeates, and people adapt to this. And we had to overcome this. My partner John and I, we had to overcome a lot of the negativity, the innuendos, and the whole bit. But you know what? We never gave up. Our resilience is evidence. This is evidence that we're still here, and we're still pushing and plugging Sonetquity. But sometimes, you know, you just have to pivot. It don't mean put everything down. What we've done, we've changed the picture, but not the frame. So Sonetquity Book Club is still on and popping. And Monty, if you're there and you're listening, man, as I said again, for all of your people that read books or whatever, have them go to our bookstore. Our website is www.bookshop.org/shop/Sonetquity. And you can purchase your books. There's no membership fee. It's free to sign on and become a member. And as a member, what we do is you will get a newsletter letting you know of all the activities, all the books that are being introduced, all of the sales and everything. Okay? So we definitely want you to be a part of that. But what we're going to do now, we're going to package it. We're going to package it with all the bells and whistles. And we're seeking everybody that's a member of a book club on social media. Our aim, our goals are for you to come and join our book club. That's number one. And number two, to purchase your monthly reads from us. Okay? This is what we're looking to do. All right? Also, don't forget, your Botana oil. Okay? This is 100% raw, pure Botana oil. This is what 100% pure Botana oil looks like. This is what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. All right? It's good for your hair growth. It's good for alopecia. It's good for psoriasis, eczema, dry skin, crow's feet, smile lines, and it's good, and it helps with cancer patients that have gone through chemo. All right? Also good for dry, cracking skin. Go to our website at www.gloosuds.com. That's pronounced Glowsuds. We use two O's because somebody had the W and somebody had GLO. So we are Glowsuds with two O's. Okay? And this merchandise is really selling. We're just about out of the 2 ounce size, but we'll be getting more in the coming week. All right? So go to our website and purchase your Botana oil. Now, we also have, in this program with the Botana oil, not only do we want to be your retail sales for us. But we also want to afford you an opportunity to earn residual income, and that's by doing our drop shipping program. All right, the drop shipping program. This is how that works. Okay, on your own, just like TikTok, right? Just like TikTok, and you're selling some of their products or what have you, whatever the situation may be, or maybe you're selling your own. You promote the Botana oil, and your followers or your customers will order their Botana oil from you. When they order the Botana oil from you, you will have them send you the funding through PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, however they pay you. And you will deduct $3 from each jar that you sell or that comes through you. And once you've gotten their order, their mailing information, and the funds, then you send that to me. And when you send that to me, we will do the drop shipping. We will drop ship the merchandise to you guys. There's a lot of trust that goes into that, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of trust that goes into that, and I understand. But I'm sure that the people that are following us, man, you know, they will abide by the rules. So that's one way. All right. And then we have what's called our affiliate program. With our affiliate program, you will start your own product. You will start your own line. Like ours is named Glow Suds. You might have a huge market, and you don't want to leave any money on the table. So instead of having that huge market sign up and buy their product through you, they can buy their product directly from you. And we will sell you the leaders. We will sell you the leaders at a discount price. And we will be your distributor. Right? And that way you can get started. All you have to do is purchase your own jars. And I was told by a friend of mine, and it didn't fall on deaf ears. They love the product. They just said that we need to get a label, and it needs to come with instructions. And you know, we're going to do that. But I believed in the product so much, and I use it. I believed in the product so much that I just advertised it without having a label, and I wanted everyone to see that we had the real deal. So the sales have been, this product has been moving. This product has been moving, ladies and gentlemen, and you know, because some people are putting cut on it and they're stretching their monies. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Because once we sell it to you, you do whatever you like. So even if you started your own franchise, right, you will have 100% raw Botana oil. There's no reason for anyone to complain about it, because you're selling the actual real deal. There's no difference from what we're selling and what you're selling. Some people just like the packaging better. Some people just may like you better. So therefore, they would rather buy it from you than to buy it from me. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as we're your distributor. Okay? So that's our drop shipping program, and that's our affiliate marketing program. And then we have our retail store as well. As our retail store, if you want to do the drop shipping, just contact me, man. You know, inbox me so we can discuss it, and we can set your situation up. The same thing with the affiliate marketing program. Okay? DM me, inbox me, and let's discuss it, and we'll set it up, and we'll get you started. All right? That's with the that's with our Botana oil. Now, here, this book can be purchased from our store. Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. This is a wonderful read, man. And this book is basically saying and is sharing with you that emotional intelligence sometimes is more important than your IQ, because many people operate from their emotions, and they let their emotions override their intelligence, right? And oftentimes this can get you in trouble, you know, or it can hurt you, or it can put you in a bad position a whole bit. I mean, this is a good read. You can find this book at our store, www.bookshop.org/shop/Sonetquity. All right, go there and purchase your book. So, I'm loving the possibilities. What I'm after and what I'm trying to reach with Back to the World, I'm trying to reach all of our. Just a second, I want you guys to listen to this story here. Yes, bitch.
Yo, T, I'm sorry, man. I had to take a call, so I wasn't on the phone with y'all.
Okay.
Once I hung up, it disconnected. Were you guys talking, or did it disconnect, or what?
Now, we were talking, and I was even reaching out to you to ask a question on something. And
hold on. Let me get him on. Hold on. Hello? Hey, bro.
yeah.
Hey, T, yeah. So he said he gonna call me back.
Okay. Well, yeah, we talked about some things, man. I shared with him what I know about the young guy.
Yeah.
Did you?
I heard some of it, but then my phone clicked.
Right.
It was somebody on the other line. I had to take it.
I understand.
Then I was on the phone I was lying for a minute, and I seen y'all was on the phone.
Right. Did you hear me?
When I hung up the phone, I don't know what these new iPhones, man. I couldn't click back over, so I hung up. And then my phone rung again.
Well, did you hear me when I shared with him that one of the guys from the cartel, I dated his sister?
Yeah, that's what I clicked over right after that.
Okay. And I gave him an example, man, on pretty much, he asked, what makes me different, right? And that's what I wanted to point out to him, that, you know, everybody that had a plug, everybody that had a connection, you're only good as your sources, right? And with my sources, I didn't have to pay for anything. All these guys had to pay. Even Pettis, when Pettis was living over in Mexico, whatever load he was sending back to the United States, he had to pay for it. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway.
What you mean by pay for it? What you mean by pay for it? You mean he had to pay for shipping and all of that?
Yeah, he had to pay for all of that. He had to pay for it in advance. He had to pay for it up front.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Right.
I got it.
So I told him that I negotiated my contract. I negotiated my deal. So that's what made me different. But the thing that I was reaching out to you for is this. I told him that I don't necessarily admire, you know, I don't envy nor admire drug dealers and fellow drug dealers. And I had some people were like telling me that I was hating on Meech because he had the watch and everything at the halfway house and the whole bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they couldn't see when you're not in that life, you see it from a different perspective. They didn't see it through my prism. They didn't see it through my eyes. First of all, when you're under the Fed's order, right? You can't have a watch over $100. You feel me? So,
when you in the Fed's order, you saying?
Huh?
Protection. You said when you with the Feds, you can't have a watch over $100?
No, you can't have a watch over $100 when you're in their custody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So don't get me wrong. They look the other way, but if they see you with something like that and they catch you with it, they're gonna take it, right?
Hold on 1 second. That's my line again. Hold on.
Go ahead. these are the guys that I'm speaking with right now. They are writers and producers of a movie studio, and they're interviewing me and everything for my story. So, you know, I've been kind of keeping that under wraps, but, you know, here it is. But we were just talking about a few things and moving forward with my story. And that's what we're discussing right now. But, ladies and gentlemen, you know, the sky's the limits moving forward. There are so many things and so many other opportunities that we have this coming year. And man, for all of you that have stuck with me, man, I appreciate you. And man, I want to thank you, right? And for all of those that left, you know, for whatever reason, you had your reasons. I feel no harsh feelings. I don't feel any type of way. I know sometimes people just can't wait as long as you can when it's your idea. You know, that's just like a baby. That's just like someone babysitting your kid. Your kid is a handful. Can't nobody tolerate that kid but you. Here's a person that's in the profession of babysitting in the whole bit, but they just can't deal with your bad kid. And I understand that. You know, don't mean that they dislike you nor your kid. It's just a handful. So sometimes patience is a handful. Everybody doesn't have it. And when they can't see your vision, that makes it even harder. That makes it even harder to tolerate. You know, again, I always give the example of Bugsy Siegel, right? Bugsy Siegel had a dream that no other mafia person had. And his dreams were, and you know, he was a gambler. And in the mob, in the gangster world, they call yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I have to take that one.
That's okay.
All right.
Yeah. So I was just explaining to my audience, man, what a degenerate is. The Italians called anybody that gambled a degenerate. But anyway, where was I, Bish? Help me. I was telling him that I didn't admire, you know, I didn't glorify other drug dealers. You know, I was too busy trying to stay free. So when I was talking about Meech with the watch, and when I made the complaint, when I made that comment, some of my audience, some of my close people said, "Damn, man, you come off like you hating." I said, "No, I'm not." I said, "Look, let me tell you, you have different eyes for certain things. It's just like you have a different ear for music, Bishop. I can listen to a song, I can listen to an artist, and I could like the music, I could like the beat. But then you delved much deeper, right? Into the soul of the artist. So I didn't go that far because I didn't know how to, and I didn't have to. So immediately when I saw Meech getting a pedicure, number one. Number two, getting a pedicure and a manicure. Number two, you got on a $150,000 watch, and you got on a necklace that cost about damn near $200,000, right? But you're still under federal custody, so it looks as if you're giving these people the finger, right? And you're letting them know that, hey, fuck it don't stop. I'm still here. I'm still balling. So now let me tell you something. Meech may not be doing nothing, you know, and I grant him that. But now me and you are his friends, right? And we still in the streets, right? So when we come in contact with him and when we come to visit him, everybody that he reaches out to or everybody that reaches out to him, they're going to become under investigation. The point I was trying to tell people is that he's blowing up the spot because some of your innocent people, and heaven forbid I wish that never happens, right?
Mhm.
But me and you can go visit him and see him and talk to him. As soon as we leave, they're gonna tap our phone numbers, and then they're gonna get a trail. They're gonna get a tail on me and you. So now, when we think that we're being slick and we're making moves the whole nine, we're gonna get busted. Why? Because we came under an investigation by going to see Meech or associating with Meech. Why? Because Meech had on $100,000 watch. That's my point, right? And
So, they were pulled. If he reached out to me, I mean, he had $100,000 watch on. He was fed, and I saw him when he reached out to me, and I thought they would pull me into the investigation because at the time he had $100,000 watch on.
yes,
So now they're gonna look at me because
right, and look, and you're still active, right? So you're still active. So by you still active, brother, they're gonna look at you.
right.
And see, some people have gotten busted by some of the most dumbest reasons, bro. Investigations has gotten on people, man, for some of the dumbest reasons. I've gotten investigated, man, for calling someone that I wasn't even dealing with, right? You know, I just talked with them in the whole nine, and then after that, I had a tail on me, and I was investigated. I wasn't arrested for it because I wasn't doing anything at that time, but I didn't even associate.
How did you know you was investigated?
Because I seen people following me, right? And I seen people following me, and then I hired an attorney. Well, I had my attorney, right? And I had him to look to see, and he said that there was an ongoing investigation and that it was sealed, right? So when he told me that it was sealed, that means that I'm being investigated, right? So what happened, I shut down my moves and I changed up my moves and everything. So the person that's in question, they got arrested. And when they got arrested, the indictment came out. And when the indictment came out, they had my moves and they had me as an unindicted co-conspirator, and that I made calls to him and he made calls to me, but we were talking about travel, we were talking about music, and we were talking about sports. And they had that in his paperwork, and he even called me to tell me that. And see, I did not know that the heat came from him. You feel me?
Yeah.
I didn't know the heat came from him until he called me and let me know that they were looking at me. You see? So, but look, last but not least, I was just giving him an idea of how my mind works. And that's why
So when somebody said they're doing an investigation on you and it's sealed, the attorney said, I can't see it because it's sealed, that means
you see,
that means they being investigated, they being looked at.
yeah, it means that you're being looked at, and they don't want to spook, they don't want to reveal it because you might run, or you might try to escape, or you might upend their investigation. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way it works. So last but not least, I told him that he was asking me how did I feel about Craig Pettis. I told him that Craig Pettis was the truth in his thing when he was dealing, and Craig Pettis has a story. And I told him that Craig Pettis has a story, and that he went over and lived in the compound with the cartel. I said I would have been afraid to do that because I would have been afraid that if they felt they had no more use for me, they would have killed me over there, right? Because now I'm bringing them heat. I'm a federal fugitive, and at some point or another, when they're tying up their manpower to watch over me, and now I'm no more use to them, they can kill me. And if I'm spending millions of dollars to have him work shipped back to the United States, huh? What'd you say? Bishop, you there? can't hear you, bitch.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I lost. We went back to my phone. You said they can do what to you?
But anyway, what I was getting at is this. I was just saying that the reason I don't dislike or I don't admire fellow drug dealers. I'm not impressed. But what impressed me about Meech was this. He was able to garner 100 people to follow him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And see, I had more work than I had people to sell to. And if I could have gathered 100 people, man, you know, you're making millions of dollars every day, right? And but by me being an insulationist, I didn't want 100 people around me. I didn't want to go to bed at night trying to think who out of that 100 was going to set me up, try to rob me, try to kill me, or rat on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, but one thing that Meech did that I would have done, and I would have done it differently. See, he tried to start a label and put his artist Blue Da Vinci out, right?
Right.
And then he wanted to get it started. He wanted a record label to pick him up. He wanted a major to pick him up and the whole nine. So I shared with Jason how I would have done that. And that's when I thought you was on the phone and I asked your opinion. Now listen to this scenario. I have 100 alkalites. I have 100 guys that follow me that I serve, right?
Uh-huh.
I said that I would have went to Bishop. I would have had Bishop produce my artist album. I said I didn't care if it was country, hip hop, opera. It could be a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have had Bishop produce that record. I would have promoted it and everything under my label, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have called the meeting to talk to all 100 of my alkalites, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have told each of them to buy 1,000 of my artist's music. I would have told them to tell each of their guys to buy 1,000 because I'm already serving them, so I know they're making enough money to be able. How much it was costing at that time? It was costing $1,000. No,
Yep.
it was costing $16. So for $16,000, they're gonna buy 1,000 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, if 100 buys 1,000 and then another 10,000 buys it, now we done sold 10 million copies. So with your, huh?
Independently.
Now, I done sold 10 million songs independently. What's gonna happen next?
They running, they gutting after you.
Right. So now I'm about to get anywhere between a 64 million to 100 million imprint. Right?
Yeah.
So guess what I do next? Now I come to Bishop. Bishop done started a label. So now I'm going to tell everybody, look, I'm going to produce Bishop. Bishop is going to produce his artist music. But it's under my imprint. What's going to happen now? Now I've sold another 10 million copies. Now I've sold 20 million songs independently. And now Bishop done sold 10 million. Guess what's going to happen with Bishop? Bishop now gets his own label, gets his own imprint. Right or wrong? You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
You absolutely right.
So that's what I was sharing with Jason when you were in.